Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah.
Anyone like to stand? Don't forget to stand. I'll cue you when to stand.
Brandon.
He's got shorter legs.
Come on, Brandon, step it up.
Aww.
Get your show on the road.
All right. Let's have a wedding, huh?
Yeah.
You guys can have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. Can everybody hear me?
Yep.
Technical difficulties. I can project a little bit. So, just relax. Enjoy being witness to what we know as happily ever after. So, good afternoon. Thank you for coming today. We know that many of you have traveled a great distance to be here. I know it means the world to Brandon and Tony to share this special day with you. Before we start, let us pause for a moment and celebrate mothers. Mothers' connection to their children is arguably the strongest in the world. The connection and dedication begins at the moment mother discovers she is pregnant and continues throughout life. Brandon and Tony would like to recognize the commitment, sacrifices, and love of their mothers today. Brandon, Tony, would you please take these flowers to respective mothers? Darlene, Teresa. Darlene and Teresa, let this small gesture of appreciation and love remind you that as he takes this next step in the journey of life, your son will always love you in the best way he can. And he will hold close all of the lessons that you have given him, lessons that lead him to this special moment. Your unconditional love has taught him to love another so much that they both choose to live as one. The lesson of learning how to love is the best gift a mother could give a child. Thank you both. So we are not here to mark the beginning of a relationship. We all know the bond that already exists. Brandon and Tony have spent recent years together, so we are actually here to solidify the bond that has grown between them. Today, they will affirm this formally and publicly. But this affirmation of love would be empty if they could not share it with their most beloved friends and family. Brandon and Tony hope that they can mark their transition to marriage all signs of good luck. Brandon and Tony hope that they can mark their transition to marriage not only by celebrating love between themselves, but by also celebrating the love between all of us, including the love of their parents, siblings, extended family, and best friends. Without it, today would be far less meaningful, so thank you all for being here. I know Brandon and Tony a little bit. I promise not to spit on you, but I think this will help. My husband Scott and I have known Tony for almost 15 years. That's a long time. Brandon has been a welcome light in our circle of friends. They even bought a house in our neighborhood last year, and when the unforeseen circumstances of 2020 made them cancel what in no doubt would have been the biggest and best wedding any of us have seen, we completely understood. That being said, in realizing the significance of what they wanted out of this life and how important solidifying this bond is to them, they decided that they would go ahead with this ceremony and not let some pesky pandemic spoil it. As a surprise to Tony, Brandon decided to take on the planning of this ceremony. No doubt a stressor to the detail-oriented Tony. I know I can't name anyone that Tony would give up such control to. So congratulations, Brandon. You cracked a tough nut. And for me personally, this ceremony is special. For someone who is married to another of the same sex, for someone who grew up feeling a bit different from others in a small town, and for someone who has solemnized more traditional weddings of other good friends, I am completely humbled and honored that my first same-sex wedding ceremony is that of Brandon and Tony. To bring people together in this way is an honor to begin with, but this one is special. This one I never could have imagined happening when I was a kid. Circling back to mothers. Darlene wanted to help make this ceremony special for Brandon and Tony. She couldn't let Brandon pull this thing together on his own. Brandon told me of how much help and love that she has been putting into planning and preparations. And Tony's family and friends have been lending hands to this day as well. Tony's mother, Teresa, told me that Brandon, as kind and generous as he is, has brought the more adventurous side out of Tony that he had when he was a child. And that she loves the way that Brandon loves Tony. A couple of others weighed in on this day. Tony, your Aunt Tara told me that she has loved you since the first time that she saw you. And she is so happy that you have found the perfect love of your life. She says that Brandon is easy to love, and Tony is the happiest that she has ever seen. Jen, aka Mama, shared that when at 14 years old, Tony came out and accepted that he was gay. She held him closer to her heart, she says. She wanted to protect him from any negative consequences. When Jen and her daughter Ashley met Brandon for the first time, Jen could tell that there was something different about Brandon. She recognized that Brandon was seemingly the first person that Tony ever wanted to protect and take care of. She could see how special their relationship was even from the beginning. And that brings us to today. Here, two people stand by their will. Two people who are complete on their own, with their own identity and their own goals. Two people on their own paths, ready and intent to combine both paths into one. They seek to grow as a family. To grow in marriage, they must find ways to support the goals and dreams of one another. They must encourage each other to keep working toward the end result, to not give up during difficult times, to find a way to get done what needs to be done. And through their adventures and explorations together, they will find new inspiration for which to grow their life more and more. Brandon and Tony prepared special vows for each other today. You might not get to hear them, but maybe we can show you later. Let them weave their stories together to guide their path forward. Tony, would you like to share your vows with Brandon at this time?
I would.
Oh, gee.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
My sweet, blue-eyed Brandon. I'll never forget June 1st, 2019. We were 3 months into our relationship. We sat at a beautiful restaurant in Dayton. We started talking about our future together. You looked at me with those beautiful blue eyes, and you started to cry, tears of joy, as you described how happy you are being with me. It was a powerful moment. You opened up to me and made yourself completely vulnerable emotionally. You trusted me, and I'm so glad that you did. While looking into your eyes, I replied, Brandon, I know I'm going to marry you. And here we are, 476 days later, the moment we've been waiting for. I'm standing here feeling so lucky to have found you. You make me feel so amazing. Your smile lights up my world. Your dancing makes me laugh. Your work ethic is inspiring. You're so talented, and I'm so proud to have you by my side. When I'm with you, my world is complete. No one has ever loved me the way that you do. The thing that I love most about our relationship is that we are always in sync. When one of us is off, we feel it and we do whatever it takes to lift the other person back up. And that's why I know deep in my heart that this marriage will last forever. In the years ahead, I know we'll have some bumps in the road. We each bring our strengths and weaknesses to this marriage. And as I thought deeply about my own vows for you, I realized it truly boils down to just one vow, one promise. It's simple yet powerful. It's something that you've always wanted, but can't do it for yourself. It's genuine and it's a promise from my heart. So here it is. I vow to be a husband that you can always depend on. On your happiest of days and in your darkest moments, I'll always be there for you. If you need a shoulder to cry on or someone to listen, I'll be there. If you need me to lift your spirits, I'll do it. I'll be your biggest cheerleader, your most trusted advocate. I'll never disrespect you or make you feel less than. In sickness and in health, Brandon, I vow to always be.
Thank you, Tony. That was great. Brandon, would you like to share your vows with Tony?
When we first spoke, I was only looking to find a new friend. But what I found was more than a friend. I found a future and I found a husband. The moment we had our first conversation, I just knew that this would be something wonderful. As soon as you walked into the house that first day, you gave me a smile that warmed my heart. It felt easy. When I look at you, I see a future full of happiness, joy, and knew you were going to be there for the long haul. I see forever. No words or action will ever be enough for me to express my everlasting love towards you. But by being your husband through the sunniest of days and the darkest of nights, you will know that you are true. As your husband, I'll do my best to fight off any pain or hardships that you will try to come between us. Your heart will never feel pain with me by your side. We both had broken hearts and made mistakes in the past. But they got us to where we are. From this day forward, we will no longer need to face challenges alone, as we will be facing them together. Alone, we both are strong and extremely capable, but together, we are able to conquer anything that comes in our way. I promise to always communicate with you, always be there for you, be here for you when you're fighting. I'll be supportive of anything and everything you do. Patience and noble. Truly have made me love. I express to you closely how I hold that word to my heart. I have heard that word misused 1,000 times before. It is a word with so much power. Love is delicate, love is strong. Love is being truthful. I will always be honest with you, as mine is not enough. My love for you is sacred and unconditional. call for you every day. If I did anything right in my life, it was when I gave you my heart to you. No matter so many people in my life until meeting you, I've never met anyone that can say that I could truly love. I love you. I will not take you to be my husband. I'll be honored to have you as mine.
Thank you both. That was a big share. I think everyone here appreciates it. Brian, you're crying. Brandon, Tony, you have built a strong foundation for your relationship based on honesty and respect. You have found joy in the company of one another, and you have become better, more fulfilled people because of your connection. You have been able to stay together through the varied challenges of life. You have been able to do this because of your shared values, your humor, history, and unconditional love for each other. As long as you maintain these qualities, you will have a long and successful marriage. When we think about what it means to be married to another person, to go through life together and really think about it being as one, you'll know that it's right when moments arise where you know exactly what the other is feeling and thinking. You'll look at each other and not need the other to say a word. You'll just know it's right. These moments are special. They affirm a bond that is unbreakable. Do what you can to live in these moments when you are completely connected, knowing that they are proof that you are meant to be together. As a relationship grows, complacency is natural. You fall into routines and responsibilities. Always be mindful every day not to take your partner for granted. Although your life together has become routine and reliable, give priority to the tenderness, gentleness, and kindness that you each deserve. Write love notes, take walks together, share your passions, look for new adventures, and most importantly, laugh together. Live in the joy that you bring each other. A brief moment in time and the stroke of a pen are all that is required to create the legal bond of marriage. But it takes a lifetime of love, commitment, and laughter to make a marriage durable and eternal. As long as you are respectful of each other, you will make it through the unforeseen challenges that you will encounter. As long as you honor the promises that you will make to each other today, you will create a life of love and happiness. And by example, you will show others that in your life that love and respect are not just fleeting words, but the reason you support each other. Will you, Brandon, keep Tony as your favorite person, to laugh with him, go on adventures with him, support him through life's tough challenges, be proud of him, and grow old with him, and find new reasons to love him every day? Will you, Tony, keep Brandon as your favorite person, to laugh with him, go on adventures with him, support him through life's tough challenges, be proud of him, grow old with him, and find new reasons to love him every day?
I will.
May the truth and promise in these words solidify the commitment you make to each other today. May it stay as strong as it is today and never fade in our lifetime. May we please give Tony's ring to Brandon and Brandon's ring to Tony. Rings are tangible symbol of the vows that you have made to each other today. The precious metal in these rings came from the ground as a rough ore and was heated and purified, shaped and polished. Something beautiful was made from raw elements. Love is like that. It comes from humble beginnings made by imperfect beings. Brandon, as you place this ring on Tony's finger, please repeat after me. With this ring, I give my love and commitment to you.
This ring, I give my love.
Let this ring remind you that I chose you
This ring remind you that I chose you.
and will always choose you to be my companion in this life. Tony, as you place this ring on Brandon's finger, please repeat after me. With this ring, I give my love and commitment to you. Let this ring remind you that I chose you and will always choose you to be my companion in this life. both go forward today and continue to create a beautiful life together, remember the messages that your loved ones have given you today. Some have made it to this ceremony and others will be given in private. However, all are from a place of love and are good thoughts for your life together. Teresa hopes that you have a long, healthy, and adventurous life together. Tara wishes you extreme happiness, wealth, and health as you share this journey of life together. And Jen, aka Mama, says, "Hey Clark, that potato salad was good. Welcome to the picnic." Finally, a quote that I will personally offer you from the movie Into the Wild. It is one that speaks to the adventurous life that you have already started to build. Happiness is only real when shared. And now, by the power vested in me by the state of Ohio, it is my deepest honor and my most heartfelt pleasure to pronounce you husbands in marriage. Is your groom? Sound didn't work right, but hey, this is great. Where do I sign? Thank you guys.
Thank
This was
you.
great. I had such a great time.